The Twitter CEO is being sued by Parag Agrawal and Vijaya Gadde because Elon Musk owes them approximately Rs. 8.2 crore. A day after Musk took over, former Twitter CEO Parag Agrawal, Policy Director Vijaya Gadde, and CFO Nell Siegel were fired. Parag Agrawal, a former CEO of Twitter, and others are suing Musk for problems with his bills. They have requested payment for the costs of litigation, audits, and inquiries into their prior employment. Following his $44 billion acquisition of Twitter, Musk fired Agrawal, Gadde, and Siegel in late October. Written by Ankita Chakravarti, as he took control of the social media site, Elon Musk sacked 3 senior officials. A day after Musk took control, the previous company CEO Parag Agrawal, Policy Director Vijaya Gadde, and CFO Nell Siegel were fired. It turns out that they have all sued Musk, seeking compensation for the costs of the legal proceedings, as well as for inquiries into their prior employment. In the case, Agrawal and the business's former senior legal and financial officers assert that they are owed more than $1 million, which Twitter is required to pay. According to an AFP article, the court filing cited a number of expenses related to queries made by the Department of Justice, DOJ, and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, but did not specify the details of the investigations or whether they were still active. Last year, Agrawal and former CFO Ned Siegel gave testimony to the SEC and continued to interact with federal officials. The SEC is looking into whether Musk followed the law when he bought Twitter shares. Following Musk's release of Twitter files pertaining to the site's content filtering, former Twitter chief legal officer Vijaya Gadde took part in a U.S. congressional hearing on big tech and free speech. A man who claimed he was doxxed at Twitter as a white supremacist also mentioned Gadde in a complaint. Musk fired Agrawal, Gadde, and Siegel from their jobs in late October following his $44 billion acquisition of Twitter. The 3 ex-executives assert that Twitter must pay them back, but Twitter has simply confirmed receiving their invoices. Agrawal resigned his employment as a highly wealthy guy despite the fact that he had to do so after only 10 months. According to sources, Parag Agrawal held some shares in Twitter in addition to having a golden parachute feature in his employment agreement. As per a Twitter filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, Parag controls little more than 128,000 Twitter shares, which are currently, at the amount Musk is paying, would be almost $7 million. Hence, it's likely that Agrawal received a severance package of close to $50 million. Musk eliminated more than 75% of the Twitter personnel after assuming control, which prompted questions about the platform's stability and capacity to thwart misinformation and other forms of abuse. Although Musk keeps his word to reduce costs like crazy, Twitter has also been accused of failing to cover bills like rent. Market watchers say that Twitter's ad income has decreased as a result of worries about the uncontrolled dissemination of false information and abusive content as Musk scales back moderation efforts.